me today. I don't know what we're gonna call this, but yeah, you're just gonna be cooking with me. That's about it. I'm gonna get right into it. So we're making pineapple fried rice. Just to break it down to y'all, all the ingredients are fresh. They're all natural. They're all, you know, I'm starting from scratch. I'm gonna show you guys everything right now in this video. So yeah. First and foremost, I want y'all to see my kitchen. Alright, don't mind Africans love bread. So y'all see this bread? We love bread. But yeah, this is my kitchen. No, not all that. But it's pretty nice. I like it. So yeah, this is where we're gonna be chopping it up. So let's get into it. So I went to the fish market, got fresh shrimp and fresh salmon. So got me a pineapple, an actual pineapple, which would actually have the rice on the inside of it. Once I finish setting everything up, I'm gonna show it to you guys, my prepping station and everything else. All right, folks. So we have the salmon right here. So you have the salmon for the salmon teriyaki. You have the shrimp, which has to be cleaned. Well, it's already cleaned, but I just gotta take off the butts. You have the teriyaki sauce. You have the vegetables to mix in the fried rice. The pineapples that I will split in half and actually serve the rice in. You have the broccoli, the carrots that have to be cooked, steamed before they get, mixed in the mix up. These are all my seasoning. I got Old Bay, soy sauce. You have Old Bay, soy sauce. You have ground pepper, curry powder. Ooh, crushed red peppers just for the spice, and of course on everything I put sazon, onion, 2 tomatoes. The tomatoes are just for toppings and garnish. So is the cucumbers, just to make it look nice, contracts of color. I have the rice, like I told y'all before, that's already pre-made, because you have to cook your rice the day before. It has to be dry, because if not, your fried rice will be, or the morning of. Okay, and I have my butter. Yeah. So let's start. I also forgot to add in the ingredients. You're gonna need eggs for your fried rice. You cannot have fried rice without eggs. So yeah, you're gonna need eggs. And then I'm gonna show you all the steps, step by step. I already cut my onions. I have my water boiling for my carrots and my broccoli. Yeah. And you're also gonna need oil to start. It doesn't matter. Olive oil. I don't have olive oil money, so canola would do. So now I'm gonna clean out my shrimp. So I'm gonna take off the back pieces and then so when the water is boiling, you're just gonna add your carrots in there. I don't know why they got broccoli in there, but just gonna add them in there and let them, do their thing. Alright. You said because what it is you have a lot of rice to fry. So you want like this much oil in the pan. You want to use a deep pan, so that much oil should be good. Then once it starts to, bubble up and get hot, then you want to add your onions, which are already cut. I'm gonna roll my eggs that way. So yeah, you got your can of vegetables that I already poured the juice out, because like I said, it's fried rice. You do not want it to get all soggy and wet and stuff. So yeah, my carrots are over there doing its thing. This is so hard because I'm doing this by myself, so bear with me. So right now you're gonna basically put the onions in, let it simmer in the pan with the oil. You know, stir it up until you're gonna add. After that, you're basically gonna add the eggs. Now with the eggs, you can add as many as you please, but I think it's better if you add about 4 because you don't want the eggs to overpower your rice. So depending on how many people you're cooking for, you can add about 4. 2 is good enough for a 2 people type of thing. But if you have a couple more people, so I was cooking for me, my brother, and my niece. So about 4 eggs should be enough to cook for that many people. So you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna stir the eggs up all the way up until it's gonna scramble up. So don't think that, oh my God, I'm about to make myself an omelet. You're not getting an omelet. You're not getting scrambled regular eggs. You're getting fried rice eggs. So you're just gonna keep, stirring it up. And you wanna do this at high heat. Keep the heat high, constantly stir, and then add your shrimps in it. Your shrimp should always be, clean, washed, and everything. So then you're basically gonna have that constantly stirring until your shrimps start to change a color. Now you don't wanna cook your shrimps thoroughly because you have to remember that you're gonna constantly keep stirring it when you do add the rice and everything else. So what you wanna do is just, wait until your shrimps start to turn a little, pinkish, whatever color that is that the shrimp start to turn. So you want to wait until that happens. Once that happens, then you can add your rice. Now remember, like I told you guys, make sure you cook your rice the day, like the morning of, or you can cook the rice from the day before, because you want the rice to be dry and not wet, because then your fried rice will be wet. So add the rice. Like I said again, make sure it's dry rice. You're gonna stir the rice up with the whole thing. The thing about this is you do not want to add your seasoning until you have added all your toppings, because if you season the shrimp and everything prior, you're gonna over season your food. So you just want to put everything now and then add the seasonings last. So you put everything, I just added more rice because I'm cooking for a lot of people. So double check your fire. Now you're gonna pour the can of all the mixed vegetables inside of your pot to have, so it's corn, beans, carrots, peas, and string beans. So I have all of that in one can. You don't need a lot. Now you're gonna add curry powder. You can get any base curry powder, that's up to you. After your curry powder, you also add sazon. I like sazon in everything. If you know me, you know I like sazon in everything. You add your sazon. Once that's on top, then you do the same thing. Add soy sauce, add a little bit of salt just to add a little bit more seasoning, and then you stir the whole thing together. Now on this part, I forgot to cut the pineapples prior, but you want to cut your pineapples before. I forgot, I was recording. You want to cut your pineapples before and add your pineapples as soon as you add your seasoning, so that the whole before you add your seasoning, you put the pineapples and then you add your seasonings on top, so the whole thing cooks together. So that was a part I missed in the video. Okay, so watch out for that. So that's basically what you're gonna do now, is just constantly keep stirring until everything is basically looking right, and then you're gonna dim the fire and let it. I showed y'all before I used fresh pineapples. So this is how they're gonna look when you cut them in half. So you basically want to start, when you cut them, you want to start from here, cut. So basically it'll be like this. So you want to cut and then cut this higher part. So now, as you can see, the pineapples are fully empty, and then I have the actual pineapples right here. So I'm going to cut these up and put it in here and finish stirring my fried rice. So now we have the steamed broccoli, as you can see, and the steamed carrots. So that's going to be the last thing we do, because we're about to season our fish. So we could put it in the oven. The plates are ready already for the pineapples to be, dipped in. Don't worry about my napkin. Yeah, so my butter, I'm gonna put my seasoning on my fish. I'm gonna put the fish in the oven, and once that's almost done, then we could start the teriyaki. I cut up cucumbers and tomatoes, cucumbers and tomatoes to for garnish, and for whoever likes cucumbers and tomatoes. And I'm also making pina colada drink. Yeah, so I'm cooking for my fam. So my fish is actually in the oven right now, as you can see. I'm gonna open it up just a little. Okay, so of course, plating is always important. I don't know where to put these, but whatever. It's gonna look pretty either way. So, well, I'm almost done. We still need our other stuff, alright? Now your next thing is basically going to be your teriyaki. Your teriyaki is real simple. You add your steamed carrots and your steamed broccoli to a pan, and basically you just add your teriyaki sauce. Now I don't make teriyaki sauce from scratch. I believe you can buy it from the store. I get it from my job because I work at a Japanese restaurant, so I just get it from there and have them give it to me, and I'll make it with the. So yeah, that's basically what you do. Your vegetables are already soft, so you're basically just gonna add the teriyaki to it and just let it simmer in. You don't want to overpower the teriyaki because then it's gonna be real salty. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm gonna try my best next time to find somebody that can come to my house and do the video for me. It would just look so much better. I'm trying to get so good at this whole editing cooking thing, so bear with me. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about how to make this again, DM me, inbox me, or hit me up in my email. All right, boom, see y'all later, y'all.